Day. Terry Page is the man in the middle, the referee, along with Paula Jones and Kevin McMullen. It is Smugtown out of Rochester against the Sahara Gunners from here in Buffalo. The Gunners in the pink jerseys and Smugtown in the white. And off the opening kickoff, the Gunners have the ball and they'll send it on the opposite side of the field. And they will push the ball up toward the middle of the field. We've got a man on the left side who was wide open, but they don't see him. And now they'll send it back to the keeper, Greg Remspacher out of Germany, and now we'll see it go the other way. There's a long pass up ahead, and they've got a man streaking on the far side, but I believe offside is called. So, Paul, I guess we can expect to see that from maybe this Rochester team.
Well, Stu, we'll see how their legs hold up in this heat. I was talking to both coaches. That's going to be a factor about how they play. The Rochester team likes to generally build it up, and the Gunners like to counter. Something you always enjoy watching.
I do. Callum Christie is the goaltender, and there's a foul that's not called. I guess it wasn't a foul. And coming back the other way, it's Smugtown pass up ahead, and there's another offside call. So very quickly, two offside calls. Gian McCallum out of Rochester, the player who was ahead of the field there and offside. Now the goaltender is the captain today, Callum Christie from Scotland. He said his whole family flew across the pond. His family in Washington, D.C., and they're all here today. He boots one way up, sent up in the air. See if anyone can settle the ball. Smugtown controls it. They'll send it to the far side. Beautiful day for just about anything. Bright sunshine, blue skies, a few clouds here at the U-ville. Good battle for the ball on the far side. Ball is knocked out of play. It'll stay with Smugtown in the white. And there's a pass into the middle of the field. Smugtown will take it away, and they'll send it to the near side on the outside. Oh, nice play there. And Smugtown has a bit of a break. The D getting back quickly. And here comes Smugtown. They can't cross it. Player is knocked down outside the box, but knocked down. No call.
Good no call, Stu.
And now the ball controlled by Smugtown. They'll keep possession on the far side. Nice little drop off there, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Gunners.
True to their offense, the build-up, the passing, the tight spaces, really controlling the ball, looking for that opportunity. Almost got it on the last run, Stu.
Well, not that anyone cares besides you and me, but the numbers on the Smugtown roster are not in numerical order, so it's a little harder for me to search. So here come the Gunners with the ball back. They have possession. One player to keep an eye on, number 8, Hadir Hamed. And they look for him with the pass, but it's blocked by the defense. And Hamed comes back. He can't get it. But the Gunners maintain possession. Yassim Bouazoui out of Buffalo puts that ball up. And now it's on the far side where Smugtown once again has control.
In true to form with the Gunners, number 8 was raising his arm. He was open on that left side. He wanted to take off. And they didn't decide that time to counter, but you can watch him. I think he's going to be the player they really try to, pass up there and try to get a quick strike on.
So here's the Gunners with the ball. Zach Shaibi sends it to the far side, and it's taken away by Smugtown. Oh, through ball, nice ball going through. Nice defensive play to take the ball away. Good battle there, and a nice play by Haryana Thomas to get the ball away from Smugtown. Smugtown still has it. They've had a bit of an advantage here in the early going in terms of possession and not necessarily great opportunities, but more play in the other end of the field. There's a pass up ahead that's knocked away by the defense as it was headed for Nick D'Angelo.
Yep, as we're watching Smugtown again, holding that ball, precise passes into space, running onto the ball. Haven't been able to finish it off with a shot yet, though.
We're scoreless early in the first half, and there's a ball toward the net, but Caleb Christie will come out and play it. And now he'll put it on the ground, dribbling it a little bit. Let's see what he does. He's going to put his foot into it, and he does. Great boot, but Smugtown heads it away from Shaibi. And now here come the Gunners. Oh, nice pass, but that one would have connected, except the defense got in front of it, and it never got to Shahibi. There's a long shot from way out that's wide, and that will simply be a turnover.
Stu, you and I were talking about it, and I was interjecting. We're very familiar with the women's game, having two daughters that played in colleges, and where the difference will lie, the men, 40 yards out, 35 yards out. If they feel that keeper's creeping up, they're gonna release that shot and try to put it over his head behind him.
Greg Rommelspacher out of Germany is the keeper for Smugtown, and he will just pass it off to a teammate. Now he'll get it back. He'll pass it straight up the middle. And the Gunners had a chance to jump on that, but now it's Smugtown playing the possession game. And Smugtown still has it. D'Angelo with a nice move there. Sends it to the far side, but that'll be intercepted, and it'll come back to this side. Shaibi has it knocked away and out of bounds, but the ball will stay with the Gunners. Hussein Chalab now up on the wing. Shaibi has the ball. Taken away by Smugtown, and Smugtown has some space and a man on a break. He didn't see him. Player got knocked down, got knocked off the ball. No fouls there. The referee letting him play. I think that's another good no call. There's a pass down the far wing, and the keeper's way out of there, and he'll just simply boot it out of bounds. It'll go off one of his teammates' foot, and the ball will stay with the FC Gunners. UPSL soccer on a beautiful Sunday afternoon from Dieuville Dobson Field.
Stu, on that last run, we're watching as the striker's moving to his right. Unfortunately, the mid had that ball on his left, and he could not get it. He couldn't slice it across the grain that way.
So Remelsbecker, excuse me, comes up with the ball. And here's Smugtown coming back the other way. Number 13, Archie Cook out of Great Britain, sends it up ahead. That's a little too far. Gian Malcolm out of Rochester couldn't quite catch up to that one, but that one didn't miss by too much. There's a long pass blocked at the defense by Smugtown.
I think guys on both sides are going to find out this is a very fast turf.
It is. You're right, and they've got some speed on these teams.
They do, but that ball's gonna really zip down. They're gonna have to take a little bit off that pass. They had Smugtown had that opportunity, but that ball rolled very fast. So little different than grass.
Yes, long pass up ahead, but Smugtown was able to get ahead on that and get it out of trouble. Long pass way back the other way, and Christie will come out and will drop that at his feet.
I call that let's just reset.
Well, why not, right?
Early in the match, wanted to get it out of danger.
We're scoreless. We've played 8 minutes and 35 seconds of the first half. Long pass up ahead for the FC Gunners. Shahidi makes a move, cuts to his left, still has it, still got the ball coming down the wing. Essentially got a pick from his teammates. Oh, he tried to drop it off and going toward the corner. Ball in the corner, kept in nicely by the Gunners. Comes back to Shahidi now. Shahidi with two on him. Sneaks past one defender, can't get past the second one. Now he's got the ball. He comes out of there and he scores. What a play. 1-0 FC Gunners. Zach Shahibi, and it's 1-0 unless they said no goal for offside, but I think that's a goal.
Oh, nope, on the outside of the net.
It was on the outside of the net. I thought that was in.
Yeah, you know, it was. I was just thinking to myself, if that held up, what a great short side off his left foot instead of trying to go wide to the far side post. He tucked it in just behind him, but unfortunately just to the side of the net.
Well, my apologies. I thought that was in the back of the net. Well, here comes Smugtown back the other way. They've got two going toward the net, and somehow that ball goes out of bounds, and that might be our first corner kick of the game. Nope, it's going to be apparently a goal kick. Well, I'll tell you what, Rochester didn't wait long to try and come back after that, pushing the ball up the field.
No, I think our intel was giving us a curveball that we wanted a slow build up, not burn out the legs. Smugtown has been anything but. They've got it up to the mid, and they are attacking in space.
So the ball in play on the Rochester side of the field. They'll send it back to the keeper. Oh, and he stopped it and faced some pressure. And now the ball's knocked down at midfield by the Gunners. Gunners have it. Ariana Thomas on the far side. Pass up ahead on the wing. He's got his man across, and Remmelsbecker dives to make the save.
Great diving save. Really cut off the backside opportunity.
So now Smugtown with the ball. They'll drop it back. And it looks like Malcolm was ready to make the run, but instead they turn the ball over. Shahidi gets it. And now it comes back to the Rochester squad. Lucas Fenton out of Scotland booted it to the far side. And at the far side, Gian Malcolm out of Rochester had it, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be the Gunners' ball on the throw-in.
Stu, I'm just enjoying so much watching how each team is trying to develop an offensive possession and how they're trying to attack the opposing defense. I was thinking they call it a beautiful game because as you watch, you'll start seeing things in a technical sense, seeing how are they moving their players around, who are they trying to open up against, who are they trying to drag out and then fill that space with the ball. This has been a great match so far.
There's a foul on the far side, and the Gunners will have the ball. This will be a free kick. Gunners on the far side. Oh, what a great boot. Knocked away by Smugtown. Comes to the near side where the Gunners will still have it. There's another ball toward the middle of the field, knocked away by the defenders. And here comes Smugtown back the other way. Nice breeze here at Deauville. Smugtown controls the ball here. Nice move there. Oh, he beat two guys at midfield. Nice pass up on the wing. And it's a race to the ball on the far side. And Smugtown won the race and the battle for the ball on the far side. They're actually still battling for the ball. Will the ball stay in bounds? It does not. Let's see. And that's going to stay with Smugtown. It'll be a throw in on the far side. Great pace to this game, as you mentioned, Paul. Now Smugtown. They'll send it to the near side to Steven Service out of Denmark. There's a ball close, but Callum Christie will let the ball roll out of bounds.
So many times, Stu, we talk about, I call them the rectangular sports, the angles of play. They transcend every sport. There was a beautiful pass, maybe 1 yard ahead of where the striker could get. But to put the ball into space while your player is running onto the ball, it was a great attempt.
Kind of the essence of the game, right? Put the ball into space where someone can run onto it, right?
Yes. But, you know, using the width of the field again, coming off from the right to the far left.
Long pass for the Gunners is too far and sent back toward midfield, where once again the Gunners have possession. Shaidi, and he'll just drop it back to a teammate, and that will be intercepted by, I believe that's Malcolm. And we get a whistle there. 13, excuse me, that was Archie Cook.
Good physical play.
And now the ball will go to Smugtown. which is a not so nice name for a team out of Rochester.
Well, I said we got to look on the internet and find out where that came from. And modern day English, maybe not such a great connotation.
So it'll be Archie Cook putting his foot to the ball here. And you'll see how the teams line up. Cook with the left-footed sends it toward the box, knocked out of the box by a header, controlled by Smugtown. They'll send it to the far corner. And now the Gunners get it out of there. And they'll get it up, but not out of their end of the field. Good play there, sent down into the near corner. And what a battle, and he wins the battle to come out of there. Great move, a shot goes wide. Great play there by number 10, Matthias Spina out of Brazil.
You know, Stu, I was just thinking, great creating Smugtown's creating a lot of opportunity. However, got to finish that.
Well, at least get it on frame. You know, it was a great play, but the shot went wide.
Yeah, but he's trying to go short side, trying to beat the keeper again. A lot of times they'll go long to the far side post. Thought he might catch him. He would have. But to your point, get it on frame. Make the keeper earn his keep.
Nice move on the far side. A slide tackle. Another slide tackle. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Smugtown.
One thing of note, the Gunners missing two of their starting defenders.
Playing for Yemen, correct?
Playing for the Yemenis team at a tournament down in, I forget.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, wasn't it?
Yes, I think that's what the head coach said. There's a ball that the keeper Remmersbeck comes out and puts his foot into it. Way up in the air, headed toward the Gunners' end of the field. Now sent back toward midfield. Little bit of a push from behind there, but no big deal.
So I'm wondering, those two, as this game goes on, with the defenders not quite as familiar, will that open up?
There's a long pass up ahead, but the Gunners get it out of trouble and look to start out, but coming right back the other way, it's Smugtown. Nice move there by Smugtown. Now here's Archie Cook. Oh, nice through ball. And it must have been offside because he stopped running.
He's coming to us in the pass just behind him, going the opposite side. So he's running right, ball behind him on the left.
So it was offside then because he stopped running.
He couldn't turn.
Gotcha.
Couldn't turn to
okay.
get. Look, you know, you and I, of course, you and I could do that. But
well, there's Cook sending the ball. Now the ball in the Gunners' end of the field. And Smugtown continues to have a little bit of a territorial edge here, taken away nicely by the Gunners there. And they'll look to bring it up the field. Long pass on the far side.
What do we talk about so many times? Get the pass to the outside foot to be able to make that strike. Smugtown midfield's doing fabulous, controlling this game completely, but they just have not been able to finish to get a goal.
Well, Cook, he's got a man on the near wing. Ball sent to the middle of the field, knocked away by the Gunners. Comes back to the near side where Hosni Fontanez out of Puerto Rico. And, oh, nice ball. We got a break, a shot, and a goal. And it's Smugtown 1, Gian Malcolm out of Rochester scores. And with 18 minutes and 37 seconds to gone by in the first half, it's 1-0 Smugtown. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching UPSL Soccer on Western New York Athletics.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
So Smugtown takes a 1-0 lead here in the first half on the goal by Gian Malcolm out of Rochester. And territorially, they've had the better of play here by a pretty good margin, I would say, Paul, as the FC Gunners come back a little bit, and maybe they'll get some pressure here.
Well, I just think the Gunners haven't been able to get into their rhythm of how they want to counter. It's basically because of being dominated in that midfield. Stu, I was going to say Malcolm, number 9. I'd refer to him, and you'll know my catchphrase, he's a big horse. Man, he just split the defense, speed, and just powered it in a beautiful shot to the far side. To the left side of the goal.
Christie had no chance on that one.
No, just a beautifully executed play all the way around and a wonderful finish.
So here is Shaibi, and the Gunners maintain possession. Hussein Chalab with the ball now on the near side. Ball goes to the keeper, and he just rolls it on the far side.
And once again, we see that Smugtown midfielders just controlling the play, forcing the Gunners into something they didn't want to do.
There's another counter and a long pass. They've got 3, and Cook makes a nice move. He's shoved by the defender, turns, slips, and falls. No call there. Great defensive play, though. And they prevent what could have been the second goal of the game, because from where and there's a break, and it's Shahibi coming back the other way. Can he outrun the defender? He shoots, and it goes just wide. So Zach Shahibi almost with an answer for the Gunners, as they decided to counter a little bit there too, and the pace continues to pick up.
And finally you saw the Gunners get that counter going. That was a long pass out of the back instead of out of a midfielder, but it's exactly how they want to be able to attack.
Now they'll pass it ahead to Cook. They will, Smugtown. And he'll send it ahead too far for anybody. And he slaps himself on the shins because he knows he didn't want to do that, as it's just a turnover. And now the Gunners with the ball in their half of the field. There's a long pass up ahead intended for Hayub and doesn't reach him. Hadir Hamed, excuse me, that was who that pass was intended for.
Yes, but again, he broke, and if that ball didn't hit his player, that was going to be another opportunity for the Gunners.
So Smugtown with a 1-0 lead. They'll simply send it back to their keeper, and he'll send it to the far side, and they'll look to start out again. Almost went out of bounds there. Pass into toward the middle of the field, a little battle for the ball along the far sideline. Still controlled by Smugtown. They've got Cook wide open here on the near side, and he sends it up ahead, but that went a little too far. I think that ricocheted off someone that he wasn't intending it to do. So now the Gunners come back the other way. Nice move there. Pass up ahead for Shahidi. He's still got it. Shahidi dribbling. Oh, a nice attempt at a through ball, but blocked by the defense. And it comes to Archie Cook, who will just drop it off and turn around and look to head back upfield. There's a long pass up ahead. That could be a race to the ball. Christie coming out and wide open, a beautiful net, and it's 2-0 Smugtown as Gian Malcolm scores again. 2-0 with 23-27 played in the first half. So
it's good to be a big horse.
Well, it looks like
we're watching maybe a collision, but instead a little bit faster player and no fear. No fear, pushes it beyond the keeper. If you're the keeper, you have to either slide, tackle that ball. Somehow you got to get it out of there.
Well, it's 2-0. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. This may be a water break. But anyway, we're going to take a break here. It's 2-0 Smugtown leading the FC Gunners in UPSL soccer action. You're watching soccer on Western New York Athletics.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else. and refine your search for immediate notifications of similar properties. Plus, get pre-qualified to make your offer stronger and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent who knows your area and how to close the deal. So when you're ready to buy, visit howardhanna.com and find your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Well, we're back at the UV College, Uville. Stu Boyer and Paul Catrona with some UPSL soccer action. It's 2-0 Smugtown leading the FC Gunners. Gian Malcolm out of Rochester with both goals, and they were both beautifully done, Paul.
Beautiful.
Smugtown is, well, we were told before the game that, neither team really liked to counter that much.
Well,
they lied?
The Gunners want a counter.
Okay.
And Smugtown wants this build up. They want to get in close to the 18 on offense. They want to cross some over traditional. And what we're seeing is, I think because they're dominating so much in the middle, that you're watching the defenders move up a little bit. It's becoming a big space issue from the backside of the Gunners to their mid. It's opening up that backside. And because Smugtown is a build-up type offense, they're seeing the space.
Well, I was just going to say, whatever they're doing a great job of finding space, and then the ball somehow is finding them.
Yep.
And they are looking to attack.
And number 9.
Yes.
He is a finisher. He's got some speed, technical ability, and no fear. It's a good combination for a striker.
Gian Malcolm out of Rochester, who has both the goals in today's game. Now, we're not, to be perfectly honest, we're not exactly sure time-wise where we are. The scoreboard says one thing, our computer says another. So we'll just wait for Terry Page, the middle referee, to tell us exactly when the half ends. Terry Page, Paula Jones, and Kevin McCullum, the officials for today's game. And it's been a great game, played at an extremely high pace. And now off the kickoff, the Gunners have the ball. They'll keep it away from Malcolm, but instead they'll turn it over one more time. Now the Smugtown with the ball, they'll just pull it back out and look to set up their offense again. They've been very effective doing this throughout the game. Done a really good job. Pass up ahead, pass to Cook, and Cook will send it, but the defender will knock it out of play, and the ball will stay with Smugtown. Here's Cook. Now it's into the middle of the field, taken away by the Gunners, and they'll send it back to Cal Christie, the keeper. And he has to keep it away from Malcolm, who's lethal on the attack, would be the best way to say that. And here's the Gunners with the ball. They'll pass it ahead, but the pass really to no one on their squad. That's a turnover, and now Smugtown has the ball on the far side. I tell you, when you're down, you got to be a little better at your possession there.
Yes, I was just thinking.
Long pass for Cook. Oh, he couldn't get past the defender. He got spun around, but he made a great effort. And that very easily could have been 3-0 if Cook was in all alone. Sorry, Paul, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking with the Gunners formation. Look at the midfield. It's so jammed up in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to maybe spread them out a little bit, try to attack the middle afterwards, but they haven't had a lot of success doing that. So now finally they're getting a little wide. Get the width of the field, separate those players. This
is Shahibi with the ball, and his pass is too far, and Cook will come back to get it for Smugtown.
But if you look real fast, look at the distance in between the defenders and their closest mid player. You need that mid to come up and be part of that attack a little more.
Well, it's been said that games are won and lost in the midfield. I don't know if you would subscribe to that theory or not. There's a long ball up ahead, but it'll be blocked by the Gunners. But once again, Smugtown has it.
I would say it's a truism 90% of the time.
All right, that's fair.
There's always going to be that exception game where it's tied, an odd goal goes in against you. Strong midfield play, it leads to victories.
So now the ball on the far side, controlled by the Gunners. They'll send it out toward midfield. They've got a man making a run on the left, but they do not get him the ball in time for the run. Instead, they'll just change the field, and they put it in a good spot. Can't get a shot away. Sent back out toward the front of the net. We get a whistle and a goal kick.
You know, if you're Smugtown, you'll let them do that all day long. Play the width, play the width, play the width, giving nothing up in the middle.
Not sure. I'm going to say that was Haider Hamed. It looked like a number 9, and I don't have a number 9 on my roster. Maybe I have one of those printed out rosters where there's a number 9. But either way, it's Smugtown ball. Here's Cook. Spins past Shahibi, sends it into the middle of the field. And I'll tell you, if you're the Gunners, be careful, because there goes Malcolm again, and he's going to can he outrun the defender to the ball? Oh, he got tripped up. And have we got a call here or just a goal kick? Looks like it's just a goal kick. Well, that was a great play by that defender. And Malcolm showing
I love Malcolm's
his speed.
Dropped that shoulder, tried to cut inside of him a little bit. The defender got the ball, though. Little gamesmanship by Malcolm, but, you know, you never know.
Worth a try, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now here's Smugtown. That time they can't control the ball, but can't get it out of their end of the field. Nice spinning move there. Quick little drop pass. Now they'll send it back to the midfield and onto their side of the field as they look to set up that offense again. They've had a lot of success doing this. Pass into the middle. Oh, nice tip, but a little too far there. Now coming back the other way, the Gunners.
Little cheeky tip play there, or pass there.
Long pass ahead for Shahibi, but it goes off of his head and out of bounds. And that'll be a Smugtown throw in the other way.
So I'd be remiss if I didn't say, my wife would say, why do they bring it back like that? Well, they brought it back. They were over defended to the far left. They tried to open up over to the right. It almost worked. But she's usually right, and I'm usually wrong, though.
Yeah, being married, I know how that works. Here's Malcolm with the ball, and he sends it into the middle of the field. He got knocked down. He wanted a call, but he didn't get it, and he gets helped up from one of the Gunners players. And Christie boots the ball on the far side.
I keep watching. I'm just wondering, will the wave change? Will the Gunners, will they start getting the wave going their way? And there it is.
There's a nice pass, and I believe it's called on the offside, and the shot was wide anyway, and that was Haider Hamed out of Iraq.
Always offsides, Stu. That just, maybe you get a little bit of rhythm trying, you know, you keep pressing that. But as I said, I want to see if the wave, you know, when you were watching these matches, Smugtown's just been over top good in that midfield. But will it change a little bit? We're going to find out as we're getting into the latter part of the first half.
Well, for what it's worth, Malcolm just had a little conversation with head referee Terry Page. Probably wanted to know why there wasn't a foul called over there. Here's Cook with the ball now for Smugtown. He'll tap it back. He passed up. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Cook's having a wonderful game, isn't he?
I like him as a player, but here's Shahimi. He beats his man, still got the ball. He'll send it across. There's the shot and a save. Great. That's the best chance of the game for the Gunners. I think that's Shahibi with his hands on the back of his head. He can't believe they didn't score. It's still 2-0 in favor of Smugtown. Good steal there. And Hamed has the ball. Hamed. Oh, nice move to get around his man. He'll cross it there. Oh, and knocked down in the box. I think that might have been Shahibi. He's laying flat on the ground. No call there. And here's Cook. He can't control the ball. The Gunners have it. Shahibi is up and fine.
I think Shahibi stepped over the ball. I think he's mad at himself.
Now here are the Gunners, and all of a sudden, this game has shifted just a bit toward the Gunners as they have control in their offensive end and the Smugtown end of the field. Remmelsbecker will smack the ball out toward midfield, not far enough for Cook. But now Smugtown gets it back onto the Gunners side of the field. They'll just chip it back up into the Rochester offensive end. Here's Hamed with the ball. Hamed puts it on his right foot, makes a move, takes a shot. Remmelsbecker makes the save. He snuck that shot through a defender's legs. That was a very nice shot. But Remmelsbecker saw it all the way and made the save.
We're seeing now the Gunners with that technical ability on the ball becoming a little pesky, right, to Smugtown, and Smugtown hasn't had to deal with that all game. Let's see if they can counter that now.
So Cook sends it back, and now Smugtown will they tap it back to the keeper, or will they look to set up that offense here a little bit? They'll send it on the far side. Smugtown with the ball. Nice move there to get away from that defender. Now up on the far side. There's 3 Gunners there, and they get the ball to Shahidi. Shahidi tried to pass it back to somebody. Long pass up ahead. Not quite far enough, and the defender gets back to get the ball, facing a ton of pressure on the far side, and the ball is knocked out of bounds.
So, Stu, I started thinking, well, how do you stop water from boiling in a pot?
Turn down the heat.
Turn on the heat, or maybe put a lid over it, right? So I'm watching Smugtown now. Are they going to just settle back? They got a 2-0 lead. It's close to halftime. Settle it back, bring the ball back, control the ball, burn the clock, settle it down.
Well, they got it to Malcolm there. He spins away from a defender. Another move by Malcolm, but takes 2 defenders, one to take it away and one to boot it away. Malcolm with both goals for Smugtown. Now they'll send it on the near side. Down the wing for Cook. Cook out of Great Britain with the ball, cuts into the middle. He'll fire a shot that'll go wide on the near side. He kind of turned his foot inside, and the ball went inside instead of where he wanted it to go.
I was about to say he shot it exactly the way he placed his foot and fouled through the ball, right? It seems so easy up here.
Well, yeah. That's why we're up here and not down there.
That is exactly true. But his thought process was great. He knew he could beat him to the short side. He just didn't quite execute it.
So the Gunners send it up ahead, and the ball gets past the defender. Hamed racing after. He's got a man with him. Remmelsbecker, the keeper, comes way out, knocks it away, and the ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Gunners. Big break there, actually, for Smugtown, because there was nobody there once the keeper came out.
Nope, and as I said, if you come out, you have got to get to the ball.
Well, now the ball, headed away from Malcolm. That looked pretty dangerous, a very high kick near the head. And the Gunners will send it to the far side of the field. A couple of players collide. And once again, Smugtown wins the battle for the ball. Here's Cook, cuts to the inside, jumps over a player, has it slide tackled away, and he goes down. And the player making the slide tackle is down on the field. And I can't see a number there, but he's up. Seems to be okay, and that will be Smugtown ball. I would say that the intensity has been there all game and continues to pick up as we move along.
It's definitely picking up now. You know, it's funny. I'm watching Cook, and I'm thinking, just turn around and bring the ball back to your backside defender. Just make a simple play. He's good with that ball, and he wants to make an opportunity. But he ended up dragging that ball into the middle and then losing it. And that is exactly how the Gunners want to run that counter. They want that quick turnover, boom, and go.
Long pass up ahead, too far for Shahidi. And Remmelsbecker will come out and play that for Smugtown. Remmelspacker, excuse me.
But, you know, a player will see what he sees. And they're going to go where they go because that's what they're seeing. And if he watched it on film, his coach is going to say, you know, if you just turn around and pass it back, it's a little easier play.
Long pass on the far side is too far. Intended for Matthias Spina. Play goes out of bounds. Well, there's a nice play there. Oh, we got a whistle and a foul. Spina making a good play to get the ball, but committed the foul to do it. We're getting late in the first half. Smugtown leads this one 2-0. Both goals by Gian Malcolm out of Rochester. So here's the free kick, and the keeper will take it. Christie.
A sure sign that the time is dwindling.
A long boot. And that shot is blocked. Cook can't get it out of there. There's a shot. Oh, what a save. And they boot it out of there. Great save by Remmelspacher. Not sure who took the shot. There was a bit of a scramble in front of the net there. Here's Cook. Taps it back to his defender, who's in a little bit of trouble there. He's got a teammate to help him out. And they'll send it down the near wing. And that was interesting. You just see the number 15 hop over 67. He couldn't get the ball, but he didn't want him to see it. Thought that was a nice little play there. And here comes Hamed. His shot is blocked. He's knocked down. The ball goes out of play.
Definite corner.
First corner kick of the game. It'll be taken by, well, looks like Zach Shahibi will take the corner kick. First corner of the game for either team. 2-0, Smugtown. And there's and it's headed out of trouble by a defender. I don't think he got it up as high up in the air as he wanted to. Shahib still has the ball coming out of there. He'll take a left-footed shot, and it's tipped just wide. Oh my, you can't come much closer than that. I think that was Kovid Menner who got a foot on it and tipped it wide, but Shahib with a great play to set that up.
I was
Shahibi.
hoping I could get it in before that whole sequence. I've been loving Shahibi's play. Just such a nice technical player, fast, really has good eye for the field, and that was a beautiful pass. And you know, if you're a Gunner fan, it's unfortunate, but if they keep knocking like this, they're going to put that ball in that net.
They'd really like to get the next goal. 3-0 is a lot to overcome, and there's a good break for the Gunners as the ball is sent out of bounds. And then this is another corner kick coming up for the Gunners.
And what do we say? A 2-0 lead. It's a worse feeling than a 1-0 lead.
Well,
and I don't know why that is, because really 2 is better than 1.
It's funny how that works, right? And there's a high boot off the corner, headed up in the air, and it will go out of play on the other side. And that will be a goal kick for Smugtown.
I will say for Smugtown, that's a little poetic justice. I couldn't quite see who it was, but as that ball's in the air, all I noticed was the offensive player's arms both extended to the backside of the defender who went forward, and he missed it. He just missed it off the top of his head, and there might have been a little argument if he had gotten that ball and knocked it in.
So here's Smugtown with the ball. They'll send it back to the keeper, and he'll send it up on the near wing. It'll be dropped down, and now Cook has it. And Cook will send it ahead, and look who's making a run. There goes Malcolm. Here comes Christie. Christie will win the race to the ball. Great aggressive play by the keeper there. He didn't really have much choice, because if he didn't do it, Malcolm hit a clear shot to his third goal.
Yeah, I looked quickly to the right, and this time the keeper just exploded out of there. He was making no mistake on that ball. I think the last goal he left just a second late, and it opened up the goal.
Shahibi with a great pass for Hamed, but Remmelspacher comes out and falls on the ball. Another great pass by Shahibi.
He just sees the field so well. I just love to watch offensive players like that.
Can't imagine why you like offense. Paul's daughter Carissima is a great player. Plays for FC Buffalo after a great career at the University of Buffalo. Down the far side, here comes Smugtown, and they've got Malcolm in the middle. Oh, he shot it over the net. I think that was a great pass from Spina. And Malcolm got a foot on it, but it went over the net, and there's a huge break for the Gunners right there, because more times than not, I think Malcolm's going to bury that.
Yes, I think he just got a little bit late off his foot. Second earlier, I think the ball would have been just straight to the left on the ground, right in the goal.
And Christie would have had no chance again.
No. Just a wonderful play.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. For a sport about defense and possession, we're seeing an awful lot of offense today, and it's very entertaining. Here's Cook. Drops it back. He'll get the ball back, and Cook will start up the offense. He'll put a long pass up ahead for Spina, but a little too far. And Christie comes out to play that one.
That's why I said, it's 2-0. It's only the end of close to the end of the first half. The Gunners still refuse to, they're not going away.
And here, there's a ball and a whistle. Remmelsbecker makes the save. Now, I'm not sure if that was a whistle for an offside, or a substitution, but they stopped play. And now we'll have Smugtown with the ball as play starts up again. No, play didn't start.
Yeah, I think he's trying to say it was an over and back.
Oh, okay.
His arms are going like a wave almost up and yeah, that's what it was.
Well, Smugtown gets the ball.
So in essence, offside.
All that for an offside. On the far side, intended for Spina, too far, knocked away by the Gunners. There's a long ball up ahead for Hamed. And it goes over his back shoulder. He still has it. Gets it to Shahibi. Shahibi starts up. He gets a shove from behind. Hamed can't get it past the defender, but the defender trips and falls forward. And now Cook will try to put it on the ground for Smugtown. Instead, controlled by the Gunners. They're still in the Smugtown half of the field, and they have the ball. Taken away nicely. Now Spina on the far side for Smugtown. Spina got out of there. Nicely done by Spina. And here's Cook on the near side. Cook makes a move, spins, sends it back to a defender.
Cook has a lovely left touch. He's bi-footed if either foot. Boy, he's got a great left foot.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like that one shot back that he missed on with the left foot. And he'll do what he can to get another chance. And there goes Malcolm on a run, and Spina. And Spina, the defender, cuts him off and sends the ball back to the keeper, who sends it toward midfield. It goes off a Cook, taken away by the Gunners. Gunners have it. Pass up ahead for Shahibi. Now on the far side, he lays off a beautiful pass on the far side. And the strike is blocked by a defender. It'll come to Remmelspacker. And the goaltender will pick up the ball, bounce it.
For the most part, every time the Gunners kind of come across that field, you think, oh, there's the opportunity. You see a Smugtown defender get at least his foot on it. There's very few balls getting past them.
Good battle for the ball, won by the team out of Rochester. And now the Gunners will get it back, and they've got Hamed looking to go. They can't get it to him. Remmelspacker comes way out and smacks the ball way up in the air on the far side. Knocked away by a Gunners defender, getting some pressure from Spina. Spina follows him near the corner, and the ball goes to the Gunners.
He's going to make him bring it back.
Well, it's got to be a throw-in.
I was thinking we have an old friend of many years ago would always talk about power versus finesse. Right now with the Gunners, I love that you're within 20 yards. You don't need to power that ball. You need to get the ball past that defender, make the keeper make the save. A little more finesse, quick shot.
And that will bring the first half to a close. At halftime, it's Smugtown 2, the FC Gunners 0. Hopefully you're enjoying our broadcast. We'll be back after halftime with the second half. Stu Boyer and Paul Catrona. Once again, Smugtown leading the Sahara Gunners 2-0, both goals by Gian Malcolm out of Rochester. You're watching UPSL Soccer on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Welcome back to Dobson Field on the campus of Duville University. I'm Stu Boyer along with Paul Catrona. Francis Beck is also here, as is our photographer, Pat. What's your last name, Pat? Schwab, Pat Schwab. Thank you. And the second half is underway with Smugtown leading 2-0. Malcolm with both goals. And halftime, as Paul and I were talking at halftime, may have come at a pretty good time, actually, for both teams as the Gunners picked up their pace just a little bit. And we've got a change out here.
Change out there. Malcolm's out. Which, according to these rules now, he's done for the day.
Now, is Cook out too, or did they move him? Because I don't see Cook out there. Well, the ball deep in the Gunners' end of the field.
We're going to have to fall in love with other players now.
And the ball goes out of play, and that will stay with the Gunners. Oh, that's Cook right there with the ball.
13.
Okay. All right, well, he's in the game.
I was talking to you at halftime how much I've enjoyed watching him play the mid.
Off the throw-in, ball's loose in front. Christie grabs it and throws it up on the near wing.
I'd have been shocked if he wasn't out there right now.
So would I. That's why I was like, oh, there's a pass up ahead, chipped ahead and too far. Remmelspacher the keeper will get that one, and he'll have Smugtown look to start up their offense. And now Spina is on the near side. And Remmelspacher came out to try to get that one.
Stu, did you say Cook's from Great Britain?
Yes.
And I think I had made the mention that I just thought he plays the mid like somebody who's watched the Premier League all his life. Just so smart about where to be positionally.
And here comes, well, the Gunners looked like they had a great chance, but Smugtown got that out of trouble. Now the Gunners have the ball. Shahidi on the near side, but there's a long strike that will be picked up on the hop by Remmelspacher.
So, like, for any of our listeners, if you have young children, to get them to watch more soccer. Now it's streaming, it's on television, so much more. There's so much to learn by watching that visual.
Now the pass up on the far side, that's O'Connor, I believe, chasing after it. The ball's still in play. Good battle for the ball. O'Connor wins it and sends it upfield. But it's taken back by Smugtown, and now the Gunners have it. Gunners with the ball. Good battle for the ball there, and it's won by Smugtown. They'll get it up. Still in their half of the field, though. And they'll send it back and look to reset. Push it up toward midfield. Long pass up ahead. The pass not far enough for Spina. And kept in by the Gunners. Long pass. They've got three guys going to the net. He makes a move, goes to the outside. He shoots. Oh, it just goes wide.
I guessed wrong. I thought there it was.
I think that might have been Yassine Bouazizi from Buffalo, number 6, who shot that wide. And that was a really nice play by the Gunners.
I still have to believe, so like we saw at the end of the first half, the Gunners seem to be, they seem to have found their offense a little bit more, and I think they're carrying it on through this part of the second half.
Here come the Gunners again. Nice pass laid off. Shot. And it went on the outside of the goal. How did that not go in?
Stu, I cannot believe he didn't just drive it with his left foot. Right off the ball. He one-touched the ball. It took him down another yard and a half, and it hurt his ankle, and then he shot it wide.
I can't believe he didn't score. I thought it was going to be like in the first half when I thought it went in, and it didn't. Was that Yassine Bouazoui? I think that was number 6 again, but I'm not sure.
But as you saw him receive the ball, I thought he was just going to strike it. It's a clear goal. By holding it that second, he ended up bringing it further down and lost his angle on the net.
And as a result, no goal for the Gunners, and they still trail 2-0 early in the second half. There's a pass up ahead into the middle of the field. And now it comes to the near side. The Gunners have it. They'll send it toward goal.
There it is.
And they score! Yassine Bouazoui.
No mistake on that one, right?
No, he didn't miss on that one. And it's a 2-1 game as the Gunners strike first here in the second half. And they've dominated the second half. Almost the entire play has been in the Smugtown half of the field. And I believe that was Yassine Bouazoui, a Buffalo native, who cuts the lead in half. So now, as some people in another sport used to say, game on.
Game on, brand new game now, right?
Yes, and there's a pass up the wing that's knocked away by the Gunners, and they look to come back the other way. And the Gunners control it. They'll send it to the near side. Coming up the wing, sent into the middle of the field. Shahidi has the ball with a left-footed shot. Oh, nice save by Remmelspacher. Shahidi got a left-footed shot off. Good strike there and a good save, too.
That's where you say, great shot, unbelievable save. I love the fact that he was going against the grain.
It was a nice shot and a great save. And once again, the Gunners dominating the second half. Came very close to tying it up. Spina chasing after it. They'll send it back to Christie. And he'll send it up on to the defensive side. Christie. Now he'll put a foot into it. He'll send it up ahead. It'll bounce between two defenders. And they will simply, John B. from Central Africa knocked it out of play. And the ball will go over to Smugtown. Smugtown leading this one 2-1. They scored twice in the first half. Malcolm did. And Bouazoui scored here in the second half for the home team, the Gunners. And there's a pass that goes past everybody. And Christie will play it.
That was such an acrobatic, athletic save.
It was beautiful, wasn't it? And Shahibi is out jumped for that one. But the Gunners still trying to maintain possession on the far side. Smugtown has it. Send it up on the wing. And there's a pass up ahead, and Spina's chasing after it, and we get a whistle. I believe that was called on the offside. So Callum Christie will pick the ball up. He's way out. He'll leave it there for one of his teammates, and they'll send it up on the far side. Long pass up ahead. Control, nice pass with the heel, but it didn't quite work. And they'll come back the other way. Long pass, a little too far. There's a race for the ball. And Smugtown gets back and wins the race. And Christie sends it up on the near side. For Kibram Geberkatadan. And now here's Shahidi. Shahidi trying to beat one man and then two, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. And let's see which way that one goes. We get a whistle, we get a substitution here. We get something's going on.
Yep. I call him a little magician here. I watched a front roll the ball with his right foot, drag it backwards, different spin with his left, push it down the sideline, tried to get down the sideline before it gets knocked out.
So the ball,
that is fancy footwork.
So the ball will stay with Smugtown. Nick D'Angelo goes out and is replaced by a number 22 I don't have a name for. So here's Smugtown. This is Spina with the ball. Spina cuts into the middle of the field, sends it toward the center of the field, and is taken away by O'Connor, who comes charging up the field. Michael O'Connor, the pass on the far side. Oh, he's making a great run, and he had his man beat, but they didn't get him the ball, but a shot and a score on the far side, and we're all tied at 2. No goal? They're saying no goal?
Yep, just on the just wide. Hit the inside of that net again.
Ariana Thomas with the shot. That went outside. I thought that was in the back. Well, I take it back.
You know, because it was a beautiful left strike, right?
Yes.
And it just looks like it's going to go across the face of the net. From our angle here, we are a little bit far from that net.
Well, my apologies. That's the second time today. So it's still 2-1 in favor of Smugtown. The second half has been pretty much all the Gunners. They've scored a goal. They've controlled the pace of play, and most of it has been in their offensive or attacking zone.
Yeah, Smugtown is not playing that midfield game as well. But I thought, like I've said, the last 5 minutes of the first half, the Gunners kind of got some equilibrium. And coming out in this half, it's been all them. Everything that we've stated about the Smugtown's midfield in the first half, now it's flipped. They wave back and forth, and we're going to see which team can continue, keep it going now.
It's a 2-1 game. Smugtown with a 2-0 lead at halftime. They had the better of play in the first half, and so far it's the Gunners here in the second half. There's a push from behind and no call. Another good non-call. And Smugtown gets the ball, gets it to Spina. Spina sends it up ahead. He's got a man, and there's a race for the ball. There's a pass into the middle of the field taken away by the defense. They'll try to get it upfield. Oh, a slide tackle, and two players go down, and there's a whistle, and the ball will go to the Gunners on the foul.
I think a few folks on the sideline wanted a card pulled. The referee, no even thinking about it, just said, foul, keep it going. He's allowed him to play today.
Yes, he has. So now on the near side, it's Smugtown with control of the ball. Well, the Gunners have done a great job of taking Alex Cook out of this game because he's been a non-factor in the second half after a great first half. So they've taken away a lot of things here in the second half. And Remmelspacher boots one out toward midfield. Hops over everybody. Oh, and I think O'Connor got it up in the air. A couple of players overrun it. And the Gunners can't keep it in, and it'll go over to Smugtown.
So I'm kind of watching Cook, and I'm thinking he's setting up a little higher than he was in the first half. But they're not getting that midfield play. They're not getting them winning that ball. And I was thinking he's an ultimate ball winner.
Yeah, well, the ball apparently hasn't been close to him because haven't seen much of him in the second half. Here are the Gunners with the ball. We're about 10 or 12 minutes into the first half. We don't necessarily have an accurate clock, so we'll have to rely on referee Terry Page. And there's a ball and a collision, and it goes down into the near corner, kept in nicely by Smugtown. They'll send it up ahead. They'll keep it in. Now it'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Gunners. You get extra whistles.
Come on back with the ball.
Somebody trying to cheat a few yards there.
He was sneaking down a little fur.
I shouldn't say cheat. I just trying to get a few extra yards of space.
I think that's the competitive nature of soccer. Or as I say, you got to come back for your too far down the field.
Kebram Gebrikadan getting the ball in toward the middle of the field. And it's knocked off the foot of John B. And here comes Smugtown, and a player gets knocked down. No call there. And here come the Gunners coming back the other way. Now on the far side, battle for the loose ball. It rolls out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Gunners. The Gunners cut into the lead here in the second half. It's 2-1. Malcolm scored twice in the first half. And Yassine Bouazoui scored here in the second half. Now coming back the other way, this is Spina. Spina with the ball. Drops it off, gets it back. Nice little give and go, but it goes off of Spina's foot and harmlessly rolls away. Kept in by Smugtown. And they'll pass it back and maybe look to start up their offense. Great aggressive defense by the Gunners, but some great ball handling there. That was really nicely done.
Well, one thing I've noticed now, Cook has moved up into a forward slot. That's why we're not seeing him in that mid. He's dropping back as a high mid, but he looks like the second person on the link.
So John B. doing some great ball handling there, and there's a cross into the middle of the field. Shahibi, he'll fire with the left shot, and that'll go wide.
Little ambitious there.
Yeah, I was going to say he looked like he had room to take a touch or two and then fire.
Yeah, I would have loved to seen him just go direct at net and then fire that ball. He had a lot of space there.
That's what I thought too.
And really ended up topping the ball.
So Remmelspacher with the goal kick here. 2-1, Smugtown leading the Gunners. UPSL soccer action on a Sunday afternoon from Deauville. Oh, ball headed up way ahead. And that'll just go back to the keeper, Cal Christie.
And we don't know who's watching, but, you know, it doesn't snow in Buffalo all the time. And this is just a perfect day. We have Lake Erie blowing in a beautiful breeze, the river, sun shining. It's just a wonderful day on a Sunday on Memorial Day weekend here.
Long pass up ahead, and I believe that's an offside. And Christie, the keeper, brings the ball out. And now Smugtown sends it up ahead. And there's Hamed. He can't get the shot away. Knocked away, spins away, is knocked down, and the ball is cleared. And that looked like it was knocked down with a hand.
Yep. Handball on the Gunners.
Some good offensive there by the Gunners, but couldn't get a shot away.
I said they, in my head, I go, oh, they 1-2'd him. Somebody on the left, he spun to his left, to his right, and boom, the ball comes. The defender gets the ball and just knocks it down the field.
It's almost like the old "you go high, I'll go low."
Yes, exactly. Yes, in American football, the 1-2 punch.
Well, Remmelspacher with the ball.
But that is great defense, though. He had no room to move.
That was really well played because it looked like they were going to get a great opportunity, and they did not. Got some more substitutions here, apparently.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a hold on Smugtown's D. If they've gone to maybe a 3-back setup, we'll know in a couple more minutes.
Remmelspacher puts that left foot to it. It's knocked up high in the air, and the Gunners will send it back to the keeper, Christie.
No, I am wrong. Nope. They're still with their 4-back. I thought perhaps they're pushing up more in the mid just to try to offset what we've been watching.
Long pass for Hamed. Now Shahidi. Oh, nice ball up ahead, and the shot hits the side of the net. That time I got it right, I think.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Just beautiful ball in space.
Right, I don't have a number for 61. And we have a corner kick for the Gunners. Golden opportunity perhaps to tie the game. There's the ball. Hits the side of the net one more time. Not exactly where they wanted to put it, but it'll be a goal kick. Remmelspacher will take the goal kick.
Of course, I don't know how he felt about kicking that ball that way, but every time I see that, I just think to myself, oh, it's a waste of a corner.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Well, it's funny because sometimes coaches will put on a play where they won't shoot the ball toward the goal in the air. They'll tap it out and have another player run onto it. I suppose it works sometimes. Not necessarily one of my favorite things. Here are the Gunners bringing the ball back.
Well, is there anything more scary than a corner? And yet the number of goals off a corner are not dramatically high, but man, does it scare the heck out of me.
How about a 2-0 lead? Does that scare you too?
Of course. It's all these things that probably don't make the statistical in-depth analysis, but it's just the old feelings.
Good play by Spina, but eventually he's knocked off the ball. You know what really scares me? You'll laugh when I say you won't like it, but 13 seconds scares me.
It's my most unfavoritist time. How do you like that for English? My most unfavoritist.
Well, Francis is bowing his head. He can't believe we brought that up. Oh, there's a foul on the play.
Oh, it's going to be sticking to my craw unless we say something about something being wide to the right.
Oh, you had to do that, didn't you?
Well, you know, we're Buffalonians.
That's right. No goal there, Paul. Nice try.
Weeze was robbed.
You got to love our beloved Buffalo. Pass to the outside to Spina. Spina for Smugtown. Can he send it across? He's looking for a teammate. He sends it right out in front, knocked away by the defense. And the Gunners come back, and they've got some room and a man breaking, but he can't see or find Shahidi, who slows down, and the ball is taken away. Comes back to the near side, and Smugtown has it. Knocked away nicely.
Great footwork.
And there's a ball up ahead that'll be headed back toward the middle of the field.
I'm remiss to number 61. I've been watching him. He's on this side of the field now as a mid. He's got great feet.
Slide tackle, ball sent to the middle of the box, headed away. Popped up in the air one more time, and that one goes high and that went out of play, way over the fence.
So 61 for the Gunners. I've been watching him. He'll put a forward spin on the ball on his foot, and the next step he's taking it, dragging it backwards and going in a different direction with it. Just a wonderful player to watch. Very entertaining.
Well, I'd like to tell you his name. Oh, there he is, Hassan Sabo.
Yeah, great midfielder. Great feet.
Sabto. I finally found the 61. I looked right at it before. And, Christie's out of the goal. He's got a wide open net, and he shot it wide. Oh, my.
Yes.
He'll be kicking himself all night. Amran Dali. No, that was number 18 for Smugtown, and that's Aaron Van Skyver. How could he miss?
Stu, I've often said, you know, in soccer, you can bring it all the way across the goal line. And you see that happen.
Well, there's a ball in the middle, in the middle, a shot, and we're all tied at 2.
What a swing. What a swing. My point was he could have ran that all the way in and crossed it.
I believe that was Ariana Thomas, number 9, who scored. Unless it was 8, Hamir Hadid, and I really couldn't tell. But either way, we're all tied up at 2 after the Gunners dodge what could have been a 3-1 goal for Smugtown. And it looks like we're getting a water break here. It's tied at 2. You're watching UPSL Soccer on Western New York Athletics.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else and refine your search for immediate notifications of similar properties. Plus, get pre-qualified to make your offer stronger and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent who knows your area and how to close the deal. So when you're ready to buy, visit howardhanna.com and find your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
We're back at Dobson Field on the campus of DeUville University. UPSL soccer action. Stu Boyer and Paul Catrona bringing you the game. Francis Beck, our producer, and Pat Schwab is our photographer. And what a game we've seen. It was 2-0 at halftime in favor of Smugtown. In the second half, the Gunners have come all the way back, Paul, to tie it and have taken control of this game.
You know, Stu, no apologies for the way I believe. When you have that opportunity, there's no reason to take a 25-yard shot. You could run it in across the line. I'm not saying anything that the striker wouldn't have known. Of course, he's feeling terrible about it. And then isn't it funny? Missing that, the wave of emotion, boom, and now we're tied.
Aaron Von Skyver had a golden opportunity. but he shot, and somehow the shot rolled wide. He had a wide open net as Cal Christie had come out to play it. And somehow he missed, and you know that'll keep him awake at night for a long time.
I think Cal's goalkeeper mentor is over at one of the fans on our left. After the goal, he came running over there, and they were hugging because he knew he got a miraculous break.
You know, Paul, if I'm Smugtown, I might move Cook back to that position in the first half, simply because he touched the ball more. Does that make any sense? I mean, because he's a non-factor here in the second half, so readjust.
Maybe flip him over to this side of the field. You know, the other coaches, you know, they're all getting paid, and I think the Gunners are coming more right-handed now. Where opposed in the first half, everything was coming up the left side.
Smugtown hasn't had, except for the one wide open net that they missed, they really haven't had too many offensive opportunities here in the second half. There's Hamed. That ball went off a hand. I don't know if an advantage was gained, but there's a stoppage of play, and it will go in favor of the Gunners.
Well, you know, the most difficult thing in sports, right? You have to, okay, it happened, forget it.
Yeah.
You just have to. If you're Smugtown, you want to come back and score the winning goal. Get it out of your head.
Ball goes off of, I believe that was Shahibi's head, and it goes into the corner, and it'll be a goal kick for Remmelspacker.
But as you've told me many times, you have to finish when you can finish.
Yes.
You just have to, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a harsh fact of whatever sport you're playing. You get the opportunity, you got to bury it. The left-footed keeper bangs one out toward midfield, headed up in the air. Unfortunately for Van Sciver, it wasn't far enough for him. Spina walks away. We get a whistle, and that's going to go against Smugtown. And no doubt Van Sciver would like nothing better than another opportunity. Ball sent toward the middle of the field, goes off the head, and it comes to Remmelspacker.
He's probably scored hundreds of goals, and you know, no matter how good you are, something like that, you're just one step away from something like that happening.
Well, Hamed with a great effort in the corner. Just a great job there. Great battle. And the Gunners come out with the ball. Battle for the ball. Gunners maintain possession. Still have it. Hamed. And now we get a whistle. Hamed and Thomas really doing some great work for the Gunners over there on the far side. And the Gunners still have it. They'll send it toward the goal. Hamidi puts his foot on it. Comes to the near side along the sidelines. Makes a move. Can't get around the defender, though. Good defense. Now the ball, three players collide. Smugtown gets the ball. We get a whistle. Let's see what the call is. That's going to favor the Gunners. Looks like we got a player down.
There's a penalty there, and I think the referee was waiting to see who got advantage and then whistled it. I couldn't see which Gunner player just flew over the top, and I think no worse for wear.
Looked like Zach Shaibi took the worst of that. He was on the ground, but he was creating an awful lot of offense.
Don't you love it that with the back, the bottom of his spikes, he lifted his leg up behind him and pushed the ball forward. What magic. Definitely magic with his feet.
Karam Geberkadan, slow getting up, and now he gets up. That's him in the yellow shoes. He stays in the game. And Shaibi puts his left foot into the ball, and that one is blocked at the defense. Geberkadan sends it toward the middle of the field. Collisions in the middle of the field. Which way is this going to go? You get the whistle. A couple of players collide, and the Smugtown player is down but gets up, albeit a little bit slowly. That's, see if I can find the number 7 on this. Oh, that's Lucas Fenton out of Scotland. And will this wind up just being a goal kick for Remmelspacher?
Yep, as we stated, the referee is he's allowing them to play, and it's a little rough at times. But in his opinion, no card was necessary.
Well, I would certainly say he's let them play, and this has turned out to be a great match. We're tied at 2, or I would say we're approaching a little bit beyond the midpoint part of the second half. The scoreboard shows 72-15 and counting. We're not sure if it's 100% accurate, as it was way off in the first half. So the Gunners look to get the ball back. Instead, Smugtown possesses it. The ball goes out of bounds, and it comes back to the Gunners. On the far side, Thomas had it go off his foot. Remmelspacher, the goaltender, will pick up the ball as it rolled slowly toward him. We're all tied at 2 in the second half. 2 for Smugtown in the first half, 2 for the Gunners here in the second. So all tied up at 2. UPSL soccer on a Sunday afternoon.
You know, Stu, as I'm watching the Gunners now in their formation, they originally came out with 4 defenders. They also were playing a 4-3-3. Right now it looks more like a 3-5-2. They're just something's happened with the. I'm trying to figure out what happened to Smugville's build-up, and you know what? That extra body probably clogging up the middle. Now they're dropping. They're going back to 4s, but I just think they keep changing that formation a little bit, and it's causing Smugville just to not be able to get it in gear, not being able to connect foot to foot.
Well, the Gunners have dominated the second half. There's a shove from behind, and that's a foul on Smugtown.
Smugtown. Okay, it must be my eyes. I thought he engaged him.
Oh, nice ball, but it's intercepted. Not a bad idea. Long boot downfield, and Van Sciver can't get a head on it. And no doubt he would have loved to have headed that over the defender and gotten another break on goal. Didn't bounce his way that time, though. Smugtown.
Could you see redemption on his back shirt?
Yes,
he wanted it desperately.
And there's a ball for Thomas on the far side. Thomas turns. Oh, he passes it. And a shot. Oh, what a save by Remmelspacher. He stopped Hassan Sabto from in close. That's his second fabulous save of the game, and that was better than the first one.
That was just unbelievably acrobatic.
And a great play by Sabto to put himself in position to get that shot off.
Yes, and I thought for sure he had beaten him going wide right. What a fabulous save to keep your team tied up.
You should never use the phrase wide right.
Whoops, and that time I didn't even mean to say it.
I know you didn't, but I had to point it out. Oh, a trip, but no call. Back-to-back trips. Now we get a call. And referee Terry Page wants to make sure this game doesn't get out of hand. We've got a player down.
There's a card.
Yep, holding his ankle for the Gunners. It's number 6, and let me see if I have him on. Yeah, that's Yassine Guazoui, who's had a great scoring chance. Now he appears to be up. Now there's no PA announcer here, so we're not going to get any help. And he's limping just a little bit, trying to adjust his right leg and perhaps his shin pads.
Yeah, I think he got kicked right on that.
Yeah.
Right on the front of his shin bone. He's moving around pretty good now. I was starting to think to myself, you know, as opposed to Premier League, there's no trader running out with any any magic spray.
No. And remember, there isn't a soccer player on the planet who's ever embellished anything.
No. Those are for like after practice.
What do you call it? Dark arts?
The dark arts. How to lay it on and how to receive it. And hopefully you sell a referee on your side.
Well, the Gunners get the ball. Shahibi scores! And it's a 3-2 lead for the Gunners, who've come all the way back.
Did you see his left foot?
was beautifully done. I believe that was Zach Shahibi who scored the goal, number 10. And it's 3-2 Gunners. What a great play.
Not only was it the ball placed perfectly, he takes a little hop with his right leg, getting up in the air just a touch, and tips it with his left foot while he's in the air.
Well, Paul, if we thought that Smugtown was good in the first half, well, the Gunners have been way better in the second half.
Yes, the Gunners have owned this half. Their attack is just has been phenomenal. Their technical ability up top is very, very good.
There's a pass for Spina. Looked like he knocked it down with his hand. That's what the referee said. And, you know, if you go back to the Aaron Von Sciver play, what if he scored there?
I'd say this game's over.
You would think, right? Oh, Shahibi, what a move to get around one defender. He still got the ball, knocked almost off his feet, stays on his feet. That's some great work there by Shahibi. Beautifully done. Thomas with the header. And now it comes back out to the Gunners. We get a quick whistle and a player is down and helped up. One of the Smugtown players.
You know, we were talking to the Smugtown coach, and this is a brand new team in this league. First time for all these players playing together. And I think sometimes when you're challenged this way, it's difficult, right? You missed an opportunity to go up by 2.
Well, here comes Van Sciver. And the defender knocks him way off the ball, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
You know, you instead of going up by 2, all of a sudden you didn't make it. You're feeling, oh no, and then you're maybe not quite paying attention. The other team ties it quickly, and now has just been dominating from that point on.
So it's a goal kick for Christie, 3-2. The Gunners leading Smugtown. They once trailed 2-0. And Christie will send the ball on the far side. Pass up ahead, intercepted by Smugtown, now knocked back. Taken away, nicely done. Now on the far side, Smugtown looking to get some offense, which they've had very little of in the second half. And I don't know what they were doing differently in the first half, but Alex Cook was a big factor, and he's been a non-factor. I don't even see him out there. That might be why he's been a non-factor.
I think he got subbed out.
Spina with a great pass, but keeper Christie comes out.
You know, sometimes players will just basically run out of gas.
Yep, it's true.
And I think the coach saw it and just, okay, we got to make a little change here.
Well, Spina is the victim of a slide tackle, and the ball will stay with Smugtown. Johnny B will put the ball on the turf and get set.
Is this the wave coming back this direction now? Let's find out, right?
We'll see. See if they have an answer. Chips one, nicely chipped, headed, and it goes over the net and out of bounds. So that is probably the second best chance of the half for Smugtown.
And can Smugtown build off of that one play? That's all it takes. We know sports. One play can change the whole feel for your club. Let's see what happens.
3-2, the Gunners leading Smugtown. We're getting late in the second half now. It says 80-50 on that scoreboard clock. If it's correct, that means a little bit less than 10 minutes left in the half, unless they add any stoppage time. That's if it's correct. In the first half, the clock was not. And we're not 100% certain here of the second half, so we'll just qualify all that. Let's just say it's getting pretty late in the second half, and if Smugtown wants to tie this one up, they've got some work to do here, but they do have the ball.
They look more, how can I say it? Second half, they look more like a physical team rather than the technical team that I watched in the first half. And now the Gunners just their forwards are all bi-footed. They all can touch it with either side, either foot. I mean, and inside and outside with those feet.
There's a free kick toward the goal, and Cal Christie goes up and gets it and sends it ahead. As the Gunners come back, they get it to Shahibi. Shahibi, who's been spectacular all day. Oh, what a move. Nutmeg that guy. And he spins away from him and still has the ball. Shahibi still has it. That's just great work. Shahibi, little touch pass. And Thomas shoots.
There it is.
And he missed the net. Oh my goodness. Haryana Thomas. He probably can't believe he shot it wide.
Who does Shahibi remind you of? This is going to be like a
Pele wearing number 10?
Well, I was thinking more Messi.
Oh, yeah, I'm old.
Like a shorter player who tremendous footwork, super
Quick.
brave, right? It doesn't matter if he's getting bumped, and then he just keeps on attacking it. He never stops.
And he's quick, too, like Messi.
So, I mean, I don't want to, jinx him with that kind of thing, but man, he's just so much fun to watch.
Oh, nice pass there. Oh, another back-footed pass by Shahibi, but there's nobody there. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Smugtown ball on the throw-in. Smugtown with the ball in front of their own net. Time for Smugtown to start taking some chances and push that ball up the field. There's a long pass up ahead on the far side. Smugtown still has control. They come out of there with the ball. Centering pass, and Van Sciver shoots, and he missed the net. He shot it wide. Yeah, that would have been an incredible shot because he had a defender all over him. So a great defensive play there. He just missed, and that was exactly what Smugtown was looking for, and they almost tied up the game.
As we have a break here for a second, you might have a couple of players injured here. I was thinking for Smugtown, they're going to write a novel, and it'll start off with, "It was the best of times. It was the worst of times."
Wait, didn't somebody already write that?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably where I probably got the idea from.
All right, well, let's take a quick break. You're watching USPL Soccer on Western New York Athletics.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Well, back at Dobson Field on the campus of DeUville University, it's 3-2. The Gunners lead Smugtown, getting very late in the second half now. Smugtown just missed a golden opportunity to tie it up. Stu Boyer along with Paul Catrona, Francis Beck, our producer, and Pat Schwab, our photographer, on a glorious Sunday afternoon in Western New York. Now on the far side, pass ahead for Thomas. Oh, intercepted, or he was gone. Now Smugtown with the ball. Sent to the near side to Spina. He beats one man. Sends it up ahead. He had a man, but it went off his foot. And goes into the near corner on the left side. From our viewpoint, the left side. And this will be a throw-in for Smugtown. Desperation time coming for Smugtown. They trail 3-2, and that won't help. They just turned it over. But they get the ball back. Pass up on the far wing. Controlled by Smugtown. Oh, the player is knocked down. Apparently no call as the ball rolls harmlessly out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
And when you said desperation, I've been watching the defense. They have moved. They've moved one of the defenders. Smugtown has moved one of their defenders forward. They're attacking with more men. Just a second or two ago, they had only had two defenders back. They're trying to get numbers up, trying to make things happen.
Well, Hunter Salisbury one of the men playing up there, number 20. And if the Gunners can find a way to get one more goal, tipped up in the air, Thomas driving forward, and he has the ball taken away. If he could have got it to Shahibi, he would have had a wide open net. Here's Spina trying to get it for Smugtown. He can't do it. And here, oh, nice pass. It's knocked away by Shahibi, but he chases after it. He moves in, and the ball's taken away. Ball loose, controlled by Remmelspacher, the goaltender, with another great play. That's at least 2 or 3 great plays for him today. He saved the goal there. That's, of course, is the keeper's job, but that was a great play.
Well, you said it absolutely correct.
Long pass up ahead. Oh, and the Gunners get it out of there.
So catch 22, right? You want your keeper making great saves. But if he's making great saves, he's getting a lot of shots.
Well, the Gunners knocked that one up in the air, and they knocked that one out of play, and it hits the way up on the netting and stays instead of bouncing onto the 290 behind us.
But quite frankly, this could be a 5-2, 6-2 score now.
Excuse me, it's the 190, not the 290. Thank you, Francis, for correcting. I never had a sense of direction.
Well, I had mathematical problems, so 1, 2. I'm not quite sure what comes after that, but you know, it's all there somewhere.
And this will be Smugtown ball. Hunter Salisbury talking to the referee. We get a substitution for the Gunners.
Smart use of the clock, right?
Yeah, why not? Take your time.
Take your time. Burn it up.
Now let's see what they're going to do here. Oh, it's a throw-in on the, there it is. There's the throw-in toward the middle of the box. And the Gunners win the ball, but Salisbury comes back and gets it for Smugtown, gets it away from Thomas. Here's Smugtown. Right at midfield, they send it back to their half. And they'll chip it high up in the air. And they'll be headed out of trouble by the Gunners, and they'll carry on the possession. Long pass for Thomas. He stops it. He's got Shahibi going through, and he's got a player on the far side, too. Nice move. A shot, another great save by Remmelspacher. Wow, what a game he's had. Adair Hamed with the shot there on the far side. And the ball.
You know, Stu, I know that you can't do this in sports, but wouldn't you just get the ball to Hashibi every time?
Yeah, well, why not?
I mean,
makes things happen.
I know you got to share it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to share, space it out, open it up, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All I know is give it to number 10.
Well, all I can tell you is if you're trying to win the game, you're a lot better off with the ball on his foot than on some other players. It's exciting.
I'm enamored. You know,
well, we're getting
just wonderful player.
Well, we're getting real late here, Paul. If that scoreboard clock is right, we're about to hit the 90-minute mark. The Gunners have the ball. Long shot goes high over the net. And Remmelspacher will go back to get it behind the net. We're at the 90-minute mark, and the clock is stopped. I don't know exactly what that means because we're not sure of the clock's accuracy.
Well, there's definitely going to be some add-on time.
Well, look at that. Oh, he had Shahibi going one way, and he was wide open. Instead, he passed it the other way. Why? Look for that guy.
You know, not only look for him, it was the easy pass.
Right, yes.
Coming across the field, way too many players in between.
Well, here comes Smugtown. They get this opportunity. There goes Van Sciver, but he'll be outrun for the ball by a defender. And it'll come to Cal Christie, who will send it upfield. And the Gunners have it. The Gunners lead 3-2. We believe we're in stoppage time. Long ball up ahead. Headed away from Shahibi, who comes back to corral it. He's still got it. Gets around Spina with a quick inside move. Still got the ball, driving toward the net. He shoved off the ball, spins away, somehow maintains control and dishes it off. Now on the far side, chip toward the goal. Remmelspacher comes out and makes the save, and he was run into by a Gunners player. And they kind of do a little handshake thing.
Yeah, I don't. It was
incidental contact, right?
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes. Well, now the Gunners have the ball near midfield.
Still dangerous.
Yes, definitely. And here goes Van Sciver. He might get one last chance. He's sprinting on the far side toward the ball, stride for stride with a defender. And the ball goes back to the Gunners. 3-2. The Gunners lead this one. They were down 2-0 at halftime. 3 second half goals.
It's going to be a throw in.
And you know, Paul, who else hasn't been a factor for Smugtown in the second half at all? I don't think he's even played. Was Malcolm.
No, he was subbed. He didn't come out in the second half.
So maybe, I don't know. I guess you got to play a lot of players, but here come the Gunners again, because with Malcolm and Cook in there, this offense was a lot better.
Yes,
a whole different ball game, so to speak.
Unless he was injured.
Right, we don't know.
I'm sorry. You know, sports are so difficult on players. They want to be out on the field. When you have a player that's hot. I go with, as I said, I go with the big horse. Oh, there's a grab.
A grab and a slide tackle.
That looks like a card. Yep.
That's on Hunter Salisbury.
Didn't really get it for the grab, though, penalty. Then he slid underneath him. Dangerous.
Well, you're only going to push it so far before even an official who's let them play is going to make a call.
Yes, that's how you get injured.
And now Shahibi with the ball. We're in stoppage time, we believe. 3-2 Gunners. Battle for the ball here. And Shahibi comes away. Oh, what a move. He'll take a long shot that'll go over the net. Well, he put the foot into that one from, what's that, about 40 yards away?
Yeah, I would say a good 40 yards away.
And he got all of it. It just went over the net.
So as I see him starting to get, and that was with his left foot. He must be a left-footed player. But I just look up real quick. I thought maybe the keeper was coming out, but really he wasn't. But it was still, it was a quality attempt.
There's a foul, and the ball goes to Smugtown. And the defender, the Gunners trap him. The ball stays with Smugtown. It'll be a throw-in.
I'm sure his coach would have said, maintain possession. burn out the clock, please. It's only a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, and the Gunners get the ball back. They'll send it upfield to guess who?
Only one
Shahidi's got one man to beat. Shahidi turns on the Jets. The defender rides him off the ball and takes it away. Nice play there by the Smugtown defender. Once again, I don't see a number 4. Nice play by number 5. We'll stick with number 5.
They're yapping a little bit. I didn't see anything in particular.
Coming back the other way, Christie comes way out and knocks it out of bounds. Smugtown will pick it up on the throw-in, as they know that clock is ticking. There's the throw-in in front of the net. Headed away and booted out of trouble momentarily, at least, by the Gunners to Thomas. Now on the far side, they'll send it up. And there's the whistle, and the game is over. So the Gunners, Sahara Gunners, come from behind to beat Smugtown 3-2. At halftime, it was 2-0 in favor of Smugtown. And you can see a lot of players left it all out there on the field. We got one Gunner just laying there, and they won the game.
And they won the game. There was 2 prior just before you looked over there.
So in the first half, Paul, what changed? Because this was the tale of not 2 different halves, 2 different games in 2 different halves.
Yeah, I think Smugtown, new team. I don't know what their depth level is. I don't know why Malcolm was taken out. But as you pointed out, that seemed to change the dynamic up top. Maybe it's just how much they could run. But I keep referring back to that final 5 minutes of the half where I saw the Gunners finally start. They had a couple opportunities, they didn't score, but they came out with a totally different attitude. And as you've said, the midfield for Smugtown just did not have the same half.
Well, Alex Cook, I don't think he played in the second half. Malcolm didn't play in the second half. It's a different game.
Cook played a little, but it seemed like they moved him up, trying to get that 3rd goal maybe. it just seemed a little different in his play.
Well, and then there was one of the plays of the game in the wrong direction for Smugtown when Aaron von Skyver had a wide open net and somehow missed it, and I'm sure he'll be thinking about that for a long time. He had a clean-cut breakaway as keeper Christie came out.
You know,
that was wide open.
You know, like when our kids were young, and I know everything's different, right? But when you're young, and I was learning about soccer, and I found out, you know, if you get a break like that, and I mentioned it before, there was a defender from the far right, but he was so far away. That ball could have been just you can't say walk in, but run in. Make no mistakes, because 3-1, that's a tough deficit to come back from.
So had he cut into the middle,
just run
you know,
it
like a wide receiver catching a pass instead of the straight line cut, so you can't be caught.
Yes, and also because I think he's a right-footed player. He's coming down the left. He struck it, but I bet if we could see it on film, he's wide. His hips are wide open. He strikes the ball with his right. You think it's going to just go straight in, but as you saw, it's got a little hook onto it. So because his hips were wider, the ball is going to hook a little bit. So to me, no chances. Run it in like, you know, and then you, I don't know if it's allowed in soccer, jump up and do a pull-up on the crossbar like they do in the NFL. They spike it in the NFL. I would, if I could possibly do it, I'd jump up and do a pull-up. You might get a little heated exchange going for doing that, but seriously, that goal was huge. That missed shot was huge.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for our broadcast. Gian Malcolms out of Rochester scores twice for Smugtown in the first half. The Sahara Gunners get 3 goals in the second half. Thomas, Hamed, and Bouazoui, I believe, but the player of the match to me had to be Zach Shahibi. Without a doubt, right?
Lights out, without a doubt. I thought he was good in the first half. And you equate a player to Messi, that's a high stature. But he just kind of reminded me of him. So balanced on his feet, too, right? And so many great touches.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up from here at Deauville. UPSL Soccer, thanks to Pat Schwab, our photographer, Francis Beck, our producer, and Paul Catrona doing excellent analysis of this match. So the Sahara Gunners beat Smugtown 3-2 in USPL soccer action. Thanks for watching. I'm Stu Boyer. Have a good night, everybody.